Hey guys, so I got sent a swing video from one of my longtime subscribers, Sam, and I just wanted to talk about his golf swing. Now, the reason why I wanted to do it is because I love what he's doing here. I'm watching him, do his rehearsal moves of all the things that I talk about, and I just want to kind of talk all of you guys through what he's doing that I like so much. So let's go back to the beginning of these little rehearsal moves. So what we can see is Sam has a very good plane to his swing. He's certainly keeping it under the pane of glass. And this very first move here, he's keeping that toe down, basically the club face looking at the ball. And he checks it right here at the club parallel to the ground position. Now, I'm not a big believer in overusing positions. Your full swing should find the positions naturally through the forces in your swing. But I do believe that it's healthy to practice these things slowly, and you should know where they are. When you do it slowly or in a static situation, it's not going to be exactly right. But again, you're kind of drilling these things to try and just help your body to remember them once you go to full speed. So here's the club face down, looking at the ball, but as Sam takes it farther away, he's going to allow the club to rotate open. He's got the club on a very nice plane right along his shoulder line like Mr. Hogan would recommend, and it looks like he's got a nice turn and he's opened his hips up nicely. So he's allowing his hips to open up more than a modern swing would generally prescribe. So let's see him keep working at it. Now he's pulling with the left side of his body, getting into a Shangri-La position. And you'll see that the club is under, not over in a chop kind of swing. It's under. And this is a really, really important place to be because it's going to allow him to rotate his body and find the ball with the club face without having to manipulate it or flip it. There he's keeping the club face square to the arc as he goes around his body. Again, he's just doing this nice and slow to get the feeling, and that's the same way that I do it. It's the exact same way that I drill these feels. Now let's watch his great golf swing. One of the things Sam had asked me about was, am I standing too close to the ball? Now, Mr. Hogan reached out a little bit. He had really long arms. Byron Nelson said you can't stand too close to the ball. So it is a bit of personal preference, but I think that he's going to be just fine because we're going to watch him as he clears through impact, and he's going to have plenty of room. If he was getting jammed up and had to stand up to clear some space, I would say he's too close. But let's watch this swing. Yeah, he puts a nice smack on the ball. And it's so exciting for me to see my various subscribers' swings just improving, week by week, month by month, and listen to the reports of everybody shooting the best scores of their life. Well, let's watch this swing frame by frame. So here we go. He's taking the club back. He's taking the club back to the inside, but look, he's got a nice shoulder plane. He's not flat with his shoulders. There's some steepness to it. And we can see that club face is nice and square as he gets to the top of his backswing. He's compressed down a little bit, but watch him really go down and get this ball here. He really gets to his right side because he's a left-handed player. And man, he is really tucked in there, and his head has not risen at all. His head stays down very nicely through the impact. And let's watch his head. See how he stays down through there and just blasts right through the ball. I mean, that is such a cool looking move. I really, really dig it. And one of the things I like so much is that hip clearance. Look at how much he is cleared his hips. I mean, that's, you know, that's really, really beautiful. It's almost reminiscent a little bit of Jim Furyk. You'll see that it looks like Sam's left elbow is maybe just a touch behind. That's the way Furyk has it. Right here, it's right on his hip, which is fine. There is a little room there for preference, however you're going to do it. You know, but he's hitting the ball so late. I really like it. I really like it. But look at that. And see that club face? That thing has not rolled over. I mean, he's just holding it off and blasting the heck out of it. So that's Sam's golf swing. I think he's doing a wonderful job. And I hope you guys will keep watching my swing evolution. And I hope everybody can keep playing some great golf. So hit them long and hit them straight. I really encourage you to go check out myswingevolution.com, and that's where I have my video, The Hogan Code, where I talk about my journey to learn to swing like Mr. Hogan and all the fruits and benefits that it brought to my life. So hit them long and hit them straight.